could talk on behalf of my experience. Lots of challenges with business development, which is why I've got, advisors around me that help me either provide support or fill in those gaps. But direct communication is probably one, whether it's like straightforward remarks or just lots of questions because I need to really dig down into what the actual problem is. That in one instance, like I'm happy to do that in an open room because there's transparency and accountability, but it could for some people come across as like intimidating or I don't know, inappropriate. And so there's this kind of notion about social norms, which is usually just, it's typical behaviors that society deems appropriate at a specific point in time, right? But when you look at history, societal norms changes because we recognize that there's an unjust practice here or something doesn't seem right. And I think when I went through my entrepreneurship journey, I did a lot of training where when you first meet someone, this is how you shake their hand. And I went through that training.
Almost like ABA in business.
Yeah, and we kind of fit in because we need to go through pitching, because I watched your thing for 2023. But there is a thing that you have to kind of go through in order to establish your business, fundraise, and then go out and market. I think it got to a certain point where I was like, why is it that I need to shake people's hand? Because if you start looking at from a cultural lens or an autistic lens, but there is all this training out there. The training is to get us to fit that mold though, not as a starting point, and then enable people to bring their lenses to go, is this actually appropriate? So to get others to see that it's just a different way of interacting. So when people go, autistic people are socially not great, or they don't have social skills, I challenge that. I just think we come into the situation in an unconventional way that's just different. So that is the thing that I've been struggling with. I know there's a traditional way of going about business development,